Gold's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium.
You say what now? What the hell you talking about? You say you with your mom? Oh, just give me Speedy. All right. Yeah, make sure you receive that ball too, homie. Man, you sound dumb. The kid, man, hey, my guy, I ain't gonna play with you, bro. Yeah, I ain't even gonna play with you. Receive the ball, man. What you doing? No, you gonna slide. Talking about Mike has to slide. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play, and you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over choice you rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns live off the board.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run, Cook, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
Hey, the market, man.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, Cook, and an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins now from the 50. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, it's Cook, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Hey, team 6, gun.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Bailey's kick is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, they only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
How much of that game? You still had a zip of that shit I gave you, though, right? All right, I'm going to send Finesse through there to get it. Somebody about to just come through and grab it right quick. Yeah. All right. Slide through by the pink and grab that shit. Hey, I ain't running.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
I'm about to get a penalty. All right. That's the thing. You're going to have to be able to score, though. Because this damn play so glitchy. You got to be able to score.
Here we go,
and the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert!
Garoppolo gives to Breida. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Safe. Recon, 132 fighter. 11. Hey, Delta.
Now Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Switch. Six. Hey, exit.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's caught. It's Coleman. First down, San Francisco to pick up 14 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
65. 12, fellas, here we go. Hey, box truck.
From the 36, Garoppolo. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Lock.
Now Mostert. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. This is Mostert. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. Flushed out right, and he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Check the backer. Check nickel. Check.
I got you.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? They run forward Breida, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Cook gets this to the 24 for a gain of...
Shit. Yeah. Again, your bum ass got lucky then, boy. Jesus. Man, yeah, all right. Man, you ass. Ain't no crazy ass shit like that. Man, definitely same run game. The fuck? Yeah. All right.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a run with Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the carry, it's Cook. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
Go! Run!
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
On second down now, it's Cook, and he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On third down, they run with Madison. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Gino about to come get that.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
What are you talking about, bro? Yeah, I just say TD. Nah, you don't know him, bro. I do, but I really can't take the money off, so I really ain't doing nothing with that cash out right now. All right. Hell no, man.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On first down, Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And some room to roam now. And down to the 15. A big play there for the Niners. 47 yards on the ground. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll run it. Here's Cook. They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. On first down, Cook. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Alpha.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And an alley to run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down.
And the Vikings first down.
Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On second and 11 now. Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
So damn terrible. I don't play shit like you. Hell wrong with your brother. You just stay there on run game. That's what I tell you. Stay down. You know what?
It's the young, incredible, honest, the unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. Give me that work and I can sell it.
Just request 100 for fair. Don't try to request 200. That's how you do.
The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it.
Make sure you change the jersey, man. I'm going white.
Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they actors, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Santa Clara. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ain't nothing. What are you talking about? This shit. What are you talking about? Man, you just be talking. I ate 2 of them weenies. Stop just saying I ate that. I ain't eat nothing. What you talking about?
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Breida, he'll try the right side. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watch the safety creep.
The 27-yard line.
They run with Breida. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Hey, you got 3 down, 3 down.
Big Dan.
1, Omaha.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch.
Hey, Haywood.
38-yard line.
Check 13.
12. I got you.
Motion.
11.
Mostert. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Now a give coming right is Breida. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
You got tight. You got tight right there.
This is Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's Mostert. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Here we go. 21. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Hey, gun.
Rush in.
21.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
2. I got you.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, gun. 11. Hey, alert.
Hey, check 24.
I got you. 6.
Here's Breida.
Under 10.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity, and we finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chopping at the bit just to get the football. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away.
Don't start praying for nothing. I don't want to hear that. Don't start praying for nothing. Don't start praying for nothing. Man, sticky. Yeah, Harrison Smith, sticky on it. Man, come on. All right, well, I ain't even gonna rap cap with your run game. You Jude Harrison Smith, what you call that? All right, come on now, let's be real.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa, credit him with his sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. On play action, Cousins. And this one hauled in by Rudolph.
I know what
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Cousins going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 77 yards. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Bailey got the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On a stock route.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
21. Hey, high 7.
39-yard line.
He's tired of me.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now a give running left is Breida.
Dumbass nigga. Dumbass nigga.
There he goes outside. Touchdown.
30-17. Stretch the jaws off your stupid ass.
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. They go play action. Cousins. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. D. Ford. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
All right, man.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Cousins gives way to Cook.
Oh, my God.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Thank you.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Thank you, big
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down.
Good route here. Hey, orbit.
Now Cousins on 4th down. He's going to sling this deep to midfield. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just in a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you gotta like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Get ready. Get ready.
Here we go. Black 80. Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he'll give it here to his running back.
On another one. We ain't greedy.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
12, fellas, here we go.
Slam. Switch.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away.
Nah, man, you sound sad now. It was all fucking hooping and hollering. And like, I get sad.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go, let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
That's a fucking book.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
When we talk about the best corners in the world, we're usually saying shutdown corners, guys you can't complete passes against. Richard Sherman fits that definition to a T. The best part of his game, no wasted moves. He studies the opponent so well, hard to get a pass on Richard Sherman.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Get in the right room.
21.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now a give to Breida. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep for Diggs. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 12. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
Man, ain't no way, man.
13.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. 13 yards there and a Niner first. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. The 40, the 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
I got you.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the
Here we go. 11.
13.
Check hot route. Hot.
Hey, gun.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Check nickel.
I got you.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
I get off 49. Stop that. I ain't getting that shit.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 27 yards there, a 1st down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And the Niners get there and bring him down. D Ford able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Off the play fake, Cousins. That is incomplete.
When you can count on one hand the number of completions you've had in a game and we're in the second half, that tells you it's really not been your day.
Yeah, but you're losing. You can't just abandon the passing game altogether.
Yeah, maybe you can get hot, string a few together, and get rolling.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
3rd and long for Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Cousins. Pressure again, and down he goes again. D Ford. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Here we go, here we go. Black 80! No. One, Omaha. 21. Hey, gun.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Barr bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
I got you. That's a what?
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. An 8-yard gain, so that gets them halfway there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8 more.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here we go. 180!
Get him!
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here we go.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Whip. Watch the whip.
11.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at EASports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Okay, just text me when he sent it. All right. Kill him. What are you doing, boy? Hey, don't every time you call me how much. When I call you. Run game. Yeah, we Fair said you sent it. We locked. I'm not sending an invite now. Damn, somebody who that in the party? Who the hell is that? Skills Unreal. Who the hell is that? Who that? Jaded 5 wide? Oh yeah, he got it.
Yeah.
You been burning people's drawers all lately, boy?
Hello. What happened?
Never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag.
Okay, like that stupid shit there.
Putting live from the west side. Ready try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never try. You will never know. You will never try. Work it out. Hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard.
Yeah, you playing for all this.
We don't need your feedback. They play the way when my crew coming through. Lace up the shoes, chase the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rings. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase the rings. Leave it in the street, chase on the news. What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase the rings. Great color coats. Yeah. I can't be number 2. MVP to leave more valuable. They sweet as apples. Talking trophies, I didn't grab it. You can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeves, please. I hope the wind can catch this breeze, please. Stop in your tracks, it's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit your team, shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me, naturally I chose an athlete. Competition never matched, we ain't go together.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings.
You acting like you trying to try them or something, man.
Robbie Gould's got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Anybody can be beat, run game. What? Hold on, run game. God damn, bro. Hold on. Somebody on the outside.
Damn.
And then he was like, get you some food. I said, oh, free food? Cool. So we became sort of kind of friends until I found out the dude and how he was married and he was trying to fuck, and I was like, no. So I stopped talking.
How old was the dude?
40-something.
Man, what the hell?
And then, that's when I stopped talking to him. I haven't seen him for like 2-3 years. And then recently, I was walking by the car wash trying to get my car back from my ex, and he was there, but I couldn't really remember who exactly he was because he looked familiar, but I didn't really remember. And he was trying to holler again. I was staring get the fuck on my face, now I'm in savage mode. So I was having a bad day. So then he was like, "Remember me?" I said, "No, I don't remember who the fuck you are. You look familiar." And he was like, "Let me help you. Get your car, this and the third." So he helped and everything. Then we hung out. I was like, "Oh, you're cool." And then he tried to do the same shit he did when I was younger. Not all the time, but it's when he hangs out with me, he tries to touch me. I hate being touched. I'm sorry, that shit throws me off. especially by older niggas. Like, don't touch me, bro. I hate that shit. Like,
You like the older man, huh? That's good.
That nigga stole my lighter that quick. Ain't no goddamn way.
Yo.
Like what the fuck? Yo. Stay away from me. Like, aren't you married for like 30 minutes? Like, stay
Hey, run game. I don't need no spokesman. Well, I'll tell you about all that crazy. I'll tell you about all that crazy.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Next receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They run. Cook. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Third and short yardage. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 72 yards.
Yeah, I'm tired of even hearing that, bro. Like, you talk way too much, man. The money already locked in, though. You just talk too much, man. He's the best still in the park.
To the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go.
Now the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10.
11. Flag. Hey, wahoo.
Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And with the play clock about to expire, Kyle Shanahan's going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Like 20!
54 Mike.
You better be afraid of me! You better be afraid of me! Hey, gun. 11. Bravo!
54 is Mike.
Garoppolo on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Here we go.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
You. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Black!
Mike 40.
Blue draw Corkers.
Get that ball. Big Ed. Check.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
That's it. Big hit.
21.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
21.
40's a Mike.
Garoppolo now. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
11.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When offenses dial up big shots downfield, they're not always for the guys out wide. Sometimes they want to go to their big target, deep downfield, and the defense breathes a sigh of relief. 50-50 balls, not easy to get away from the big targets.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. They run forward, Breida. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Come on, baby. Let's go. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 2nd down, Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, it's Cook. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
With the score tied 7-7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Gun! Listen to me. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And his pass incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. I don't think that was a blitz, was it?
No, not at all. I mean, there was no blitz called on the play. Had other responsibilities, but he saw an opportunity, saw a path, and he took it.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
On second and a couple, Cousins. And Diggs has it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. On first down, Cook. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, it's Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey,
you know, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down.
Come on, QB. Hey, receiver. Hey, box truck. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And Rudolph has got it. The big tight end for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Bailey got the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Hey, watch this.
Here's a handoff left side to Breida. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here we go on 4th down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, now Breida loses it. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Check.
21.
Kill. Turn up. Kill.
White.
Watch the shit. Hey.
65.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now Mostert. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
I got you.
They run again with Breida. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Watch the edge.
Kill. 12. Hey, turn it up.
This is Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Mike 40, check. He's coming.
I got you.
Kill. Check 3. 13.
Now a handoff looking right. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
11. Go. Check Mike 40. Hey, John. I don't think you got it.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
It's just me and you. Six. Check 5. Hey, go, Mike 40. Here we go, D. Here I come. Slam. I got you.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. They run it again with Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, it's Cook. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Bailey able to knock it through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Mostert, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Garoppolo. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Hey, let's go.
Garoppolo to throw. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. 18 yards, first down Niners. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up, first and goal. Now Garoppolo. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now 2nd and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Check 4, check 4. Deuce, 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 deuce.
11, 65. Hey, Haywood.
Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Rip right. Mine's 40. Mine.
To throw is Garoppolo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here.
Tonight,
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say good night from Silicon Valley.
rocket like rocket fuel.
Check out, might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come I need rest? No recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than imagine. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left touchdown.
They can't take it to 10. Hey.